It's on. This is the 2011 Blizzard Cup. In the upper right, we have our Protoss.
This MC.
The Obama Toss, the Kratos Protoss. Got a lot of nicknames. In the bottom left, we have the Hipster Zerg.
Leenock.
He's not really the Hipster Zerg.
Yeah, that's not. We'll come up with one eventually.
You guys could tweet at us if you think of a good nickname. I'm Call Me Tasteless. He is Artosis.
Everyone's just going to tweet. Oh, yeah. Shout out to the Vancouver esports guys.
I've never been to Vancouver. I really want to go.
Yeah, I would love to visit there.
I hear Canadians are just like Americans, except they read books. Is that true?
No. But they do read books. All right, so we'll have to see what these guys are going for. This is a Forge Fast expansion map, no doubt about it. So simple to hold and with a Forge Fast expand here. Leenock looks like he's just going to go for Gasless Expand, a good opener that can allow him to get up those 3 bases super quick against a Forge Fast Expand. One of the things that here's what I'm interested in going into this game.
Talk to me, Artosis.
The metagame is changing right now in PvZ overall. A lot of new things are happening on the Korean server. Players are experimenting with all sorts of new ways because there was this little moment of Protoss domination with these +1 Zealot builds led by Nanoa and Hero mostly. And they're nice builds and all that, but nowadays Zergs are being very thorough scouting for those pylons, so the Zealots have to walk further. We're seeing some Zergs, notably, in fact, Stefano, one of my favorites for the way he does it, timing out their roaches just right to really crush the Zealots, and then they use that supply lead. Sometimes we see some players go ahead and hit some of these Hydra timings to kill the third because the Protoss is, trying to take a third wall, harassing and stuff like that.
Have you been using the pylon plant still? I still use that.
I still use it, yeah.
I haven't been able to play that much.
I don't
I've been on the road,
always.
but
Sometimes I cancel it. I check pool timings.
Yeah. Well, if I ever see a late pool,
oh yeah,
I prefer that over any kind of early aggression.
I do as well. Yeah. So what I'm looking forward to seeing here is, does MC do the +1 Zealot timing, and which way does Leenock try to stop it with? Is he going to go for the roaches? Is he going to overling? I've seen people recently do both the roaches plus make a spine at each base. So the Ling plus spine plus queen, you just really out-micro the Zealots because they're slow.
Yeah.
And they never want to engage the spine crawler. You just don't let them kill anything. There's a lot of cool ways that Zergs are coming up with right now.
And of course,
and does he do the Hydra time?
And of course, you have to be hyper vigilant about where those pylons are.
Of course, yeah,
because
that's so important.
I mean, if you kill the pylon, you stop the rush.
Indeed.
You can't reinforce.
If they have to actually walk all the way from the main base, the power of it goes way down. It can still be quite powerful, but it goes way down in power. In fact, you can sometimes catch them off guard. If they catch all your pylons, you just walk over with 6 Zealots. They're like, huh. I thought you'd abandon this. I'm like, no, I'm too stupid for that.
That's the worst when you lose to a player because he's stupid. I've had that where I'm just like, what? Like his strategy so does not make sense or even match with the metagame.
I know, that would happen all the time in StarCraft 1, man.
I'm like, wait a minute.
It's like you can prepare for everything but the dumbest thing they could do. And
like PvZ, there were builds like this too where I'm just like, what? Like,
so
you just didn't make any drones?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, man. I'm like, but I didn't attack you for a while. They're like, I don't know. I don't understand how the game works. And I'm like,
it's always funny to see.
I can't train with you anymore because...
All right. No, you're right, man. I'm with you, Tasteless, on that. It's pretty funny to see. So MC is not going for the +1. He's going for that Stargate, that very quick Stargate, which can be a very nice strategy. But it's old. It's dated. What twist is he going to show us here? Because if he just uses the old dated one, people know how to deal with it now.
Yeah.
Just making a Void Ray and a bunch of Phoenixes doesn't
I don't
always
think he's going to do it again.
Do the best job. Well, we will definitely see on that.
Now, this is a great way to utilize the Stalker early on. Since the Stalker is one of the fastest units in the game. Actually, the good way to think about Stalkers is like, it's actually, the Sons of Starcraft guy said this.
Yeah.
They're like ground mutas, in a way. I mean, the amount of harassment you can do.
Yeah, and a really technical way to say that they're oftentimes an active unit, especially with Blink. With Blink, you can get away from anything with Stalkers.
Yeah, and they're already faster than most units as it is. So you can, as you can see, he can kite the Queen.
Yeah, this is a great move that MC is doing right now, and saying that Zealot as well. This is very MC. He loves to do this early aggression with a Stalker and a Zealot, realizing that Zergs are being very greedy during the time. Definitely something more players should try to incorporate into their play. And you know, the Stalker definitely can still get out. Willie, I'm not sure. Some good micro, and Leenock does catch him. So didn't do that much damage, but forced a lot of lings that you didn't want to make.
Dude, the Void Ray coming over here to the softened up Queen.
That's right. And Leenock very smartly not engaging that, waiting for this second Queen, trying to run the other Queen away. In fact, I love targeting those drones that we just saw. Going after this Queen now.
He can actually get both Queens, I think.
Oh my god.
No, actually, excuse me, I don't think he can.
Now notice all this drone targeting. This is really smart. This is something a lot of smart Protosses are starting to do now. Targeting more drones down. They say, okay, any good Zerg is not losing his hatch. But a Void Ray or two can take down a lot of drones. And he doesn't actually have a lot so far, but we will see if he started to do it, which is what we care about here.
All right. He's throwing up some gateways in a Twilight Council. This is starting to look a lot like our previous game.
And by the way, the Overlord going in.
Oh, this Overlord's, I think, going to spot literally everything. Oh, no, I think if he banks to the right like he is now, he's not going to see those extra gates over there.
Yeah, it looks like he's not going to know that this is, in fact, going to be so many gateways. Oh, my God. It's 7 gate. Looks like he will be going Blink as well. Now, the one interesting thing is here, we do have Hydras on the way, but only 2 so far. How many Hydras will he make? Because MC only made 1 Void Ray. And sometimes players over-counter. They see it and they're like, oh, there's going to be Phoenixes as well. Nope, no Phoenixes this game. He skipped them so that he could get more units out quicker. And look at that.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah, this is really cute.
Oh, this is just handsome.
Yeah, this is such a cool move, man, because he is going to have +2. He's going to have the Void Ray to help out. And basically, he's going to use the Void Ray to spot onto the high ground so the Stalkers can blink.
Does he have a Robo-Bay?
No, he's using the Void Ray for that.
No, but I was just going to say, because he could bring a Warp Prism.
Oh, that's true. He could do that as well. But it looks like he just wants to go with Blink Stalkers. He's going to get into that main base up there because he's already cleaned out the Overlord, so he knows that he is not going to be seen doing this. He's going to walk down that ramp, target the hatchery as quickly as possible, and get the hell out of there. And it looks to me like this should work. A very well thought out strategy.
I am
planned
loving
perfectly
this.
From start to finish by MC.
Yeah, this is the Neo MC.
Shin MC, man.
Shin MC.
Shin means new.
Shin means new and Korea. I don't know why we find that funny. We're not mature people. Oh, now look at the scene.
Gotta be careful here, though.
Do not lose that. Do not lose that. They see, yeah, he's prepared for an attack through the center. He's saying, all right, I know your game. You like to do timing attacks up 2 base. What he doesn't know is there are Stalkers now headed over here to attack.
Yeah,
and there's going to be no moment where Leenock is going to have time to prepare.
Yeah, he is. He's got units in the middle. And watch this. MC, this is so smart by MC. Will he target down that Spore, or will he just suicide the Void Ray? And in fact, just letting them target whatever they want. Looks like it's just a harassment rather than a hatchery kill. Good choice. Very good choice. The Void Ray is in fact going to die, and I'm surprised he's actually going to sit here and fight. Leenock has a decent amount of creep and everything, but with that Blink, with that +2, he's doing a lot of damage. The Infestor, though, almost has enough. 16 more roaches on the way. MC has to be very careful. Looks like he is going to withdraw, and that is... Oh,
no, I think he's actually reinforcing.
Yeah, he is reinforcing. Ooh, he's really going for it, man. He is dedicated.
I don't know, actually, if this is a good idea. I mean, you could see the angle. Ouch, okay. And
that is a huge fungal, and a lot of Stalkers will go down. Now, he can back up. Oh, Overlord should be targeted, actually, but he doesn't quite yet. And as you target that, that makes Leenock have to come into the ramp, which gives a huge concave to MC. So as long as he keeps the vision away as best as possible, he's going to do a lot of damage. But right now, 56 supply lead for Leenock. He's making more and more units, more Infestors. You know, the Infestor's going to be worth a lot here.
Perhaps the strategy was just a little bit too gimmicky.
If he was transitioning out, if he was using this as a harassment, I would like it, but it looks like he just so wants to just do it here. And in fact, oh my god, so smart. He's removing the rocks.
Oh, nice.
And MC realizes that could cause a big flank. So he gets out of there, man. Smart move by MC.
Yeah, very nice. It wouldn't, I don't know. I think MC's just getting everything too late. First of all, he didn't get a Warp Prism with that, which is just too bad. And his third base is going to be behind the Zerg's fourth base.
Well, we do have +3 attack and the robotic spay on the way, so he's still going to have a powerful army. I think what MC is going to want to do here is actually take his third, because there's really no way for him to fight head-on with Leenock anymore. Leenock has way too much supply, but in fact he has a lot of Zealots on the low ground there, and only warp Zealots into the main. He's got to be careful here. But in fact, it looks like Leenock didn't bring the hugest army, but it should still be enough here. Beautiful fungals going off. Leenock losing some infestors.
Blinking too far back as well. Miss microing.
And in fact,
he needs to blink into the main. He needs to blink into the main.
The infestor there, by the way, missed a fungal. Only hit one stalker with it. If he had hit more, a lot more stalkers would be dead right now. But as is, he's got to be feeling great because MC has no sentries. He's at 113 supply, and Leenock is maxed. He's taken a fourth base. Leenock looks amazing right now. But MC, without sentries, he's going to have no staying power against Hydra, Roach, and Fester.
All right, so we have Thermal Lance on the way. And it's pretty interesting. I think there's no way for him to recover, actually. I just don't see him getting out of his base. You know what I mean? I just do not see MC. Look at the structures here, for instance, the ramp. I mean, that's going to be this awkward funnel for most of the units. He can blink up and down, but still, you know, even for the Colossus to move around, it's kind of sucky.
Yeah.
It's my technical term.
Don't forget that, the high ground right outside the ramp is 2 high grounds high, so Colossi cannot step up and down there. They actually, there's not that many spots that the Colossus can be microed well here. So he's actually just waiting for enough Colossi to go.
What they need in Heart of the Swarm is this upgrade where the Colossus gets stilts. Like they
Colossus on stilts?
A Colossus on stilts, guys. Just try to imagine it.
Man, he's got to be careful here. If those get fungled.
I had this idea that the Ultralisks could parkour their way up the sides of cliffs, but Blizzard hasn't emailed me back about that, so I'm still waiting. Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure that they're just busy. They'll get back to you. And he's got to be careful. He can't lose these Colossus. They are his only staying power right now.
Only losing shield damage. He'll have those shields recharged pretty soon.
Yeah, well done there. He's at 161. Looks like, is he going to expand?
I guess he has to.
I don't know. He might just be going all in with this. Now, 9 Corruptors on the way. Drops. A Baneling Nest is done. He's getting every upgrade for Leenock basically going on. The Hive even on the way. And with all these Spine Crawlers, God, Leenock is so good.
Here's the other thing, though. If he gets the Colossus out... Actually, no, what am I saying? He doesn't have sentries in his army, does he?
No, he has no sentries.
No, then I don't think there's any way that he can make this work.
He has a lot of firepower, but against... Well, we'll have to see, man. These little crevices are why this map is so good for Protoss, with or without force fields. And that is a lot of Corruptors! Nice blink over.
Really nice blink. But then again, the Colossus really aren't here quite to deal the damage. Okay, they're moving back in here. Is this angle going to work? Oh my God.
MC.
Everything's happening so quickly here. Wow.
MC has such a powerful set of units here. This is an army composition that a lot of Zergs aren't as used to. Normally you'll see more sentries spent in there, which gives you a lot less firepower.
Well, you know, against these, on these maps where you have these tight angles here, like Shakuras, it's pretty tough to actually get in there and do the damage. Nice fungal, though.
Huge fungal there, so that the Colossi can't be microed away. And does he have enough?
I can't actually see what's under the Corruptor, so I do not know.
Oh, the Corruptors have to get over there and target that other one down. He has 6 more Corruptors on the way. The Corruptors, though, not going to be useful in this situation. More Corruptors popping out, but I mean, Corruptors aren't going to hit anything here. He can use them for broods, but he doesn't have that much money.
You know, if he can get over here and he can take out either the main expansion or the expansion of the upper left, there's going to be no way for Leenock to recover. I am in shock at what I'm seeing here. I think Leenock could barely hold this up, but I'm not. It's kind of hard to say. It's really up to MC's ability to micro.
Yeah, look at this. The Spine Crawler's coming down for the flank. He's flanking with Spine Crawlers, everybody.
You know what you should do now is actually just blink up with everything and go up to the other expansion.
Well, he's got only a few Stalkers left over. The Spine Crawlers actually do finish their flank and burrow in the ground, helping out a lot. More Roaches coming down. Nice transfusion by that Queen. Double transfusion, in fact. But he's still got all these worthless Corruptors floating around. You know, if those had been Roaches, those 6 Corruptors he made, he would have easily held this by now. So just a poor unit choice by Leenock. You're really costing a lot. And in fact, MC finally taking the supply lead.
This is insane, man. It's just perfect Stalker control. And, wow, okay, so the Spine Crawlers are now gone, which means it's just going to be units. There is a Greater Spire that is just now finished, but clearly Leenock cannot actually afford to make Broodlords right now. He'll lose both his... Oh, no. Oh my heavens to Betsy.
Oh, jeez Louise. This is very, very bad. The drone's coming out once again. Leenock is only on 33 drones against 55 probes. Totally crazy.
I can't believe MC has just done the impossible here. The 2-base against the 4-base Zerg, but his unit control was that freaking good.
You know, he made a nice unit composition, and it snowballed out of control for Leenock. He was a little bit sloppy at times with his unit choices, and GG, MC 2-0.
MC, this guy deserves our respect.
Yeah, MC definitely was ahead there for a bit. I mean, Leenock definitely was ahead there for a bit, but he fumbled it, man. He dropped the ball. Those 6 extra corruptors, I just sit here and think of what could have been, because MC's economy was not so great. He did get up the 3rd base during the attack, but he lost a huge amount of the Stalkers, which he could not so easily get back. He lost all of his Colossi, which the Colossi now are going to be pretty bad, and he still had a lot of Spine Crawlers. So if you take 6 Corruptors at their cost, I mean, you can easily get another more than 12 Roaches. You know, much more than 12. You can get another 16 Roaches or so.
Probably not supposed to work, but yeah, too many Corruptors.
Yeah, he made the 6 after he had already had enough to kill off all the Colossi. So if he had another, like, 12 to 16 Roaches in there right away, like, I'm talking they would have come out before those Spine Crawlers even finished burrowing. He would have held off that attack, still had a decent economy, enough hatcheries to get his drones back, and he still has enough Corruptors to make the Broodlords. And that's against someone that now has 0 splash damage. With no splash damage, it's pretty hard to deal with Roach Broodlords. So Leenock really screwed that up by making those extra Corruptors in.
We're going to have a 5-minute break when we get back. We're going to see if Leenock can come back against MC, so stay tuned.